White Noise Survival is a brand new upcoming third-person action gacha game that looks to challenge the titans of the action genre, Punishing Gray Raven and Honkai Impact 3rd. It features a 3D cel-shaded anime aesthetic, full action combat, a segregated world with mission and chapter-based progression, and ultimately looks and feels a lot like a cross between Aether Gazer and Snowbreak. I know, Stix, that's a really weird combination, but so is pineapple on pizza. That is an absolute abomination. Yet, for whatever reason, some people like it. This is a game that almost nobody knows about, but that is part of the reason that I enjoy browsing TapTap. I have 7 new games that I guarantee you've never heard of, all getting their own dedicated videos in the next few weeks. But today we're here to talk about White Noise, and thankfully, there is a full several-minute gameplay trailer, so we know exactly what to look forward to or to avoid. Before we take a look at the trailer, though, I want to take a look at these images. So it does look like there are going to be husbandos and waifus, which is always good. They look pretty good as well. Admittedly, not many were shown, but that's okay. Now let's go ahead and look at the trailer. I like the camera angle already. Also, I will preface this real quick. If there's no audio in the background, like always, it's because the Chinese studio copyright struck my video and I had to re-upload it with no audio. So, I hate when they do that, but I can't do anything about it. This looks eerily reminiscent of Snowbreak, for real. Oh, okay, yeah. Like the stances. I like the real-time active dodges, okay. I like the graphics so far. The special effects look really good. Cutscenes look smooth. Yeah, let's ignore her. Yeah, okay, good. See, this is why we should have ignored her. I was right. Oh my bouncy goodness, wow. Boing, boing, boing. What the? I'm gonna be honest though, this character kinda reminds me of a cross between Life from Snowbreak and Jinx from League of Legends in the Arcane series on Netflix. Wait, that's not it, right? Okay, no, we got another minute and a half. Before we go any further into this video though, I want to take a moment here to thank our incredible patrons over on Patreon who allow for me to continue to do videos like this every single day. Husbandos, nice. The bosses look really good, damn. Animations look, the skill effects look good. I feel like the character movements though, like watching him run looks very stiff. It looks, oh, there are parries as well, nice. Real-time dodging, parries. Elemental magic. So there's gonna be an elemental affinity system present. But this is also a futuristic, like post-apocalyptic. I don't know, the animations when they're running around and moving just don't look very good. Like comparing this to Punishing Gray Raven or Aether Gazer, it doesn't look as good. But at the same time, like I will note, this is still probably at least a year off of releasing. So they got plenty of time. They have ample time to make sufficient alterations to the smoothness of the character animations. Tech Tree Technology. I can't say I've ever heard of them. I will say though, from what we saw there, the gameplay looked pretty good. Not great, but good. It definitely looks and feels a little bit stiff, as I noted while watching it, but so did Snowbreak in its early test phases as well, and that turned out a lot more polished when they released it. This means that there is a lot of room for improvement, but also a lot of time to make sufficient improvements. If it released in the state that it's in now, it'd fail immediately. It looks clunkier than Aethergazer, which is honestly a very good gacha game. And even Aethergazer is struggling a little bit to remain relevant, which is probably the most depressing statement that I have made all week. And I played the new Code Geass Lost Stories gacha game and admitted that that was a horrendous experience as a massive Code Geass fan. Graphically, the characters looked great. The world looked good. The boss monsters looked really good. Their abilities looked fast. I enjoyed the dodge and parry mechanics that were present. This is something that was admittedly missing in Snowbreak, that it could have definitely greatly benefited from. This is a common complaint I heard amongst players, and it's also a complaint that I shared. It's unconfirmed what regions specifically are going to be receiving the game. I'd speculate a global release is in the works, or at least a thought. The global market is too large and too lucrative a market to ignore, especially with how frequently Chinese gacha games release. I just hope that it doesn't end up some weak, low-quality cash grab like Higan Aerithal ultimately ended up being, which was probably one of the biggest disappointments of the entire year. But then they released literally right next to Honkai Star Rail, which was direct competition for it. So what did they expect? Now, I'm excited. I am, but not as excited as I am for Breakers, which is another upcoming gacha game that I did a video for over here, or Reverse 1999, which I coincidentally have a video for somewhere over here. Those are pretty good thumbnails.